Hey everybody, welcome back to our show this week. I'll tell you what, we are doing something that we have never filmed ourselves before. We're actually fishing for eelpout in shallow water. A couple years ago, we went up to Minnesota and fished up there, and we were fishing like 30-40 feet of water. But today what we're doing is we're fishing basically 3 to 6 feet of water. We're using the underwater camera, and we're doing a little bit of sight fishing for them too. You know, the cool part about eelpout, they call them lawyers, they call them burbot, is that they are a cod, and they are absolutely delicious to eat. White, firm meat. And the other part is, they, to me, are a very cool looking fish. Like, you can catch 20 pout and you line them up, and not one of them will basically look the same. You got about a 2-week window out here to catch these when they start moving up to spawn. And that's the first fish that spawns, and they obviously spawn underneath the ice. Right now the water temperature is about 33 degrees, and I'll tell you, it's amazing that these fish spawn this early in the year. They are kind of a mystery fish. Where do they go rest of the year? Again, this is the only time of year I know that you can consistently catch them, and they are very cool. They're great fighters. Hang on to your heinies. You know, the key is always just to sit there and pound that bottom, pound, 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 lift up, pound, 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 lift up, you know. Definitely, very seldom am I coming off that bottom more than about 6 to 8 inches. There we go. Let me get my fixer out of the... Oh, I tell you what. The hardest part about these pout is to, obviously, is to grab them. They are slimy son of a guns. You know, they look pretty weird, but I'll tell you, they are absolutely delicious eating. Boy, that one just absolutely throttled it. Hey, I'll tell you what, when you look at these pout, they are so cool looking. And this isn't a real big one. This system, you don't see the mega giants like you do up in Minnesota on some of the lakes. And then, of course, Lake Superior's got some huge ones. But the thing I always remember as a kid on pout is they always like to wrap around you for sure. You know, what I'm using is basically a glow spoon, and what I'm doing about every 5-6 minutes is I'm hitting my flashlight and charging that glow spoon up, and that's definitely key right there. There you go. Pout, pout. Look at the pout. Hey, I'll tell you what, I'm marking quite a few again. And it looks like a couple of big marks in there. What happens is that these females come in to spawn here, and probably any, you know, it all really depends, but a lot of times when you're watching them down the hole, there could be 4 males chasing a female, or there could be 10 males chasing a female. Oh, there we go. That would be a great way to do it. This one feels pretty good. Oh, they are slimy. Kind of nice to come out and do a little filming on my own, and just, you know, this is what I call Larry time, you know, just kind of veg out a little bit. You know, you got to think about this, like every day when we're guiding, obviously it's all about the clients. And so we're out here with the clients, we're trying to teach them to catch more fish. We do some scouting, you know, if they're not catching them, move their shanties. So realistically, we don't get a lot of time to fish. Most of the time, again, we're spending it with the clients to try to get them dialed in, but it is kind of nice to stay out here after dark and have this opportunity to be able to fish these pout. And I always like to at least get a meal of pout to bring home. You know, it's one of them special things where, like I was saying earlier, you don't really catch them any other time of year except for right now when they're up here spawning. So, and they are absolutely delicious eating. So it's one of them kind of things, hey, if I'm gonna have a little bit of time, I'm definitely gonna stay out here for a couple extra hours and try to catch a couple. We're getting there. We're getting there. Woo, slimy. Look how slimy everything is. My wife won't be too happy if I walk in the house with these pout pants. There we go. Oh, this feels like a little bit better one. Oh, I'll tell you what, it's a heck of a lot of fun. Hey, Lance, on your recliner right now. Ooh, this is a nice one. You know, the cool part about what Lance and I do out here, oh, let me try to get this sucker out there. Oh, that's a female too, big old chubber right there. Let me get her unhooked. The cool part about what Lance and I do is, like, he's an early bird. He's out here at 5 in the morning. I like to get out here about 6 o'clock, 6:30. Look at that fat girl. It's got a belly on that sucker, kind of like Shotgun Schaefer. Like I said, now we'll take a look at these fish. You'll see how different I've got. This is my 4th one. That's enough for the night. I got a lot of work to do to get ready for tomorrow. But then they always curl like that. I'm always amazed how every time you catch one, they curl right up like that. But they are cool. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back into the studio and I'm gonna show you guys how to clean them and we're gonna cook them. Look how beautiful these pout are. They are absolutely so cool looking. Man, man. Definitely got a belly like the old Shotgun. Hey, I'll tell you what, everybody, we're gonna show you now. We're back in the office here, and we're gonna show you how to clean these pout. They're very, very simple to clean. And I clean pretty much all fish as far as in general the same way. Basically, what I do is I'm gonna fillet them. So I'm gonna grab one of these puppies right here. I like it when they're kind of froze. We caught these last night. And I think they're always a little bit easier to clean. So basically what I'm doing is I'm just cutting right down that back like that. And you can do it either with a regular knife like I am now, right to there. I don't go all the way to the tail because there's really not much there. So what I'll do is I'm going around that rib cage right now, and so you can see, let me turn it this way a little bit. So basically there's your fillet like that, got the skin on there. So simple to clean. I mean, you can clean a pile of pout in minutes. Basically, I'll keep the knife up just a little bit like this. And that's it. There's your pout fillet. And what I'll do is I like to kind of chunk it up. I'll just cut it in small chunks right away because that's how I'm gonna fry it. Hey everybody, I told you how easy the eel pout were to clean. I've got them all breaded up, ready to go into the deep fryer here. And let's take the covers off there. Got the heat up to 360, and let's lay them in there. I'll tell you what, eel pout is actually a freshwater cod, and they are absolutely delicious. The meat is real firm on them. Doesn't take long too in this charred deep fryer. These things will be ready in less than 2 minutes. Look at that. Golden brown, folks. I would rank eel pout in the top 3 best eating fish. Freshwater. Now what I'll do is I'll make sure I've still got more. I'm gonna cook them all up. Is I'll make sure the grease gets back up to that temperature, 340 to 360. And again, that's something I think most people do, is that they take them out and right away they throw the new fish back in there and the grease isn't up to temperature. Fish is good. That is absolutely delicious. Hey everybody, thanks for joining us this week. Make sure you check us out on Carbon TV now and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Larry Smith Outdoors. You can subscribe down below. Remember, like we always say, be proud to be an American, and no doubt it is a great day to be alive. And we'll see you next week.